Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be doing a cash stuffing for my January paycheck. Now this will be for February's bills. I have been a little under the weather lately, so if you hear me sniffling a little bit, I am so sorry. I'm going to try not to do it very much, but I just wanted to apologize right now. Alright, so I only get paid monthly, so this teller slip is to stuff for the month. I do not take cash out for my mortgage, for my personal loan, or for my car. I just go ahead and do that through the bank. So here's my teller slip that I give to the teller at the bank, so I know exactly what I need. Alright, so let's make sure that we have what we think we do. We should have $13.64. I also apologize for the cats. You might see one throughout the video. Okay, so we should have $13.64. So let's make sure we have everything that we think we do. All right, so we have 300. Okay, we should have 650s. So 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 50, 600. We should have 240 and 20s. 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 60, 82, 20, 40, 240. We should have 130 and 10s, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 10, 20, 30. These bills are sticking together today. And then we should have 80 and 5s, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80. And then we should have 14 ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Okay, I forgot to add something up, but we had everything we needed, so that's all right if it doesn't show it on the calculator. So I'm going to put that to the side. Okay, so real quick, I just wanted to show you guys kind of how I budget. I got this on Etsy. I don't remember what shop I did, but if I can find it, I will link it down below. But I use this to budget. It has bills, so I put everything that I pay for, bills or things that I call bills. It's just things that I know I pull out a certain amount every month for. And then for savings, I just put my envelopes that I'm going to be stuffing that time. And then my house, Jeep, and my loan. So I use this to budget everything out, and I put my paycheck up here. So like I got paid today, the 25th, and then my next paycheck is the 24th. I'm a teacher, so like I've said before, we only get paid once a month. So I have to make this work for the entire month. So I start with this, and then after I've used that, I have made this page that goes along with my binders. So I have my bills binder, high priority, and my low priority, and then I also put my debt here. And so I use this to look at so I know exactly how much I'm putting in, and I can keep record of the balance. I have not put this one on Etsy, but if you guys like this and you want to see another like maybe editable version or something like that, let me know and maybe I can put it on my Etsy store for you guys. So I use this, and then I also use this. This is my cash breakdown. So before I decided what bills I needed at the bank, I went through, I knew how much I was pulling out for each thing, and I decided what bills I needed for the amount that I had. Okay, so I'm going to be using both of these. I'm going to have this one off to the side where you guys can't see it, just for me to look at. Then I'm going to keep this one closer so that I can write down the balances. I did have to pull out a lot of money throughout January for some different things that came up, so a lot of these balances do not match up with my last video, but that's okay. Things happen. That's why I do this. So I have the money that I can pull from different places if I have to. Now, what works for me may not work for you. Everybody's different, so you just have to do what works the best for you. So we're gonna start with the bills binder. And I kind of match the colors up. So my bills binder is my black binder here. And I did get a Cricut for Christmas, so I'm gonna start making these maybe look prettier because the stickers are already coming off. So once I learn how to use that, I'm gonna do that. Anyways, Okay, let me scoot this over just a little bit. All right, so first for gas, we're putting 150, so we need 2 50s, a 20, 2 10s, and 2 5s. Okay. I'm just gonna make sure this is correct. Should be 150, 51, 120, 130, 140, 45, 50. Okay, 150. I also have these trackers that I've made on Etsy as well if you're interested. If you see a tracker in any of my envelopes, they should be on my Etsy store. If they're from somebody else, I will mention that when it comes to it. Okay, so that's gas. And I'm gonna be updating these off camera. I'll probably just start everything over. Then electric is getting 150 as well. It's getting a 100, 20, 2 10s, a 5 and 5 1s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, let's just make sure that we have 150. So 100, 120, 130, 140, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50. So 150 in electric. So my electric bill usually isn't 150, and so I keep whatever's left over from month to month to carry over, just in case at some point it is more than I'm expecting. I have that there to cover it. However, like I said, I had to pull money from some of my envelopes this past month to help with other things, and so this was one of the envelopes that I pulled from. Okay, and then my water bill is getting 80. We're doing a 50, a 20, and 2 5s. So we have 50, 70, 75, 80. $80 in water. Okay, then we have streaming next. I did just cancel my Disney Plus, so I should just have HBO Max, Sirius XM, and Discovery Plus. So I'm gonna make a new one of these soon. It equals only $32, but I went ahead and did 35 just in case. So 35, I have a 20, a 10, and a 5. Okay, we're gonna put this behind, I think, this time. So streaming is getting 35. And like I've said in previous videos, I have everything that comes out of my credit card, so I get the points, and then as it comes out, I pull from my envelopes here. Again, that's just what works for me. If that doesn't work for you and you need to do strictly cash, that's great too. Whatever is best for you. So monthly subscriptions, I need to update this little tracker that I've made in here to add some things to it. So that's gonna be $63. So we're gonna do a 50, a 10, and 1, 2, 3 ones. So 50, 60, 1, 2, 3. Whoops. Okay, and then yearly subscriptions. So I have decided to start keeping track of what I have that comes out yearly so that I make sure I go ahead and have that money ready. So I have Thrive that comes out in May, and my Beachbody membership comes back out in May. And so I'm trying to make sure I have money for that ready to go. And then I have my Sam's Club that renews in September. And then my VPN is at the end of this year in December. So I want to make sure I have that money put aside. I have Amazon on here. I pay monthly right now, but sorry guys. My cats decide to become super needy once I start filming. But I have Amazon here because at some point I would like to do it all at one time. It would end up being, I think it's almost like $30 cheaper to do it yearly. So that's my goal at some point. So I went ahead and added that there. So we're going to be adding $25 to that. So we're going to do a 20 and a 5. And we already have some in there. So let's see what we have. Okay. So we have 20, 40, 60, 70, 85. 85 in yearly subscriptions. So by May, I need 180. So I need about $100 more. So that should be okay as long as I keep putting $25 in. Okay. So credit card. This is when I pull money from my envelopes to pay myself back. I put it in here, and then once I have a good amount, I go and put it back in the bank to make a payment. I usually try and do it before the statement date so that there's not as much interest, and then I still get all of those points. So I already have some money in here. You'll see later where I have some sticky notes that I say I owe myself. So when I pull or do a cash unstuffing, I put it in here to put back in the bank. I also have a deposit if it's going in my bank account to stay. I put it in there. It just works for me to visually see what's going where. So I just kind of know I separate it out that way. Insurance. Again, this comes out automatically, so I don't pull the cash out. However, at some point, I'd like to do like pay every 6 months instead of monthly because it's just a little bit cheaper. So at some point, I might do that. So I went ahead and made a envelope there. And then my mom, she pays for the phone bill, so I have to pay for my portion of the phone bill, and then I'm still paying off my phone. So I give her 120. We're gonna just kind of mark that out for now. 120, she's getting a $100 bill and a 20. And this will be coming out this weekend to give to her. So this will not stay in here. This is just for me to have a place for it for now. Okay, we're going to just mark that through because it's not going to stay. Internet, that comes out automatically as well through my bank account. So I have this here in case I want to get a month ahead, something like that. That's for that. So that just kind of stays empty. Okay, so that is my bills binder. Okay, so now we're going to do my high priority binder, which is my blue binder. So I labeled it blue here. So these are what most people would call sinking funds. I don't necessarily use them the same way that everyone else does, but it works for me, so. All right, so here, like I was saying, I had some sticky notes here. I owe myself $40, so I'm going to go ahead and put everything in here that I planned for, and then I'll do unstuffing either another day or after this video is over. If you want to see how I unstuff, or if you want me to do an unstuffing video on how I keep track of all that, let me know, and I can do a video like that as well. So groceries is getting $250. Now it's just me, and so $250 for the month probably doesn't sound like a lot, but for just myself, it works okay. I also use this money if I go out to eat or anything like that, so I try not to do that as much. Okay, so groceries is getting a $150, 2 20s, and 2 5s. All right, this should be $250. 100, 150. Wait. Oh, $250. Sorry, we're supposed to get $250s. I only grabbed one. I was like, what is happening? Okay, this should be $250. 100, 150, 200, 20, 40, 45, 50. $250. Perfect. Okay. $250. This is one that won't stay. Every time I go get groceries, I pull out what I did. Pets. I usually have quite a bit saved up in here. I pull out $200 for pets every month, and about $100 of that goes to cat litter and food for the pets. I have 2 dogs and 2 cats. But in December, one of my dogs had to go to the vet, and it ended up being like $300. And then they also had to go to the groomer the next week. So I had to pull out all the money I had saved. So we're trying to beef that back up. So I do owe myself $50 from her medicine still. So I'll have to take that out once we do that. So pets is getting $200. We're doing 3 50s. 1, 2, 3, 120, 2 10s, and 2 5s. Okay, let's make sure this is 200. 51, 50, 150, 170, 80, 90, 95, 200. Okay. Let's fix that. Okay. All right. And I save up because they need their heartworm medicine when they go to the groomer, if they need to go to the vet, all of that good stuff. That's what this is for. Okay, and then my emergency is getting 30, so it's getting a 20 and a 10. Okay, let's go ahead and take this out. I was using this one from Jordan Budgets, but I'm going to start over with the one that I made since I had to pull some out. So this is the one that I made that's on my Etsy store. So we're adding 30. So let's see what we have here. We have 20, 40, 60, 70 in emergency. This is also one that I had to pull some out of. So we're kind of starting over a little bit. And then travel is getting 50. Usually I would put more probably towards emergency, but I am going on a trip with my best friend in the beginning of June. We're going to Universal. So I want to make sure I have money saved up for that. So I'm putting 50, and we should already have some in there. So we have 1, 2, 300, 350. Now the trip is already paid for. So this is just spending money to check my bag, things like that, for dinner, all that kind of stuff. Okay, and then we have gifts. Gifts is just getting 10. This is for Mother's Day, Father's Day. There's nothing in there. I'll probably start this tracker over at some point too. But yeah, so for Mother's Day, Father's Day, birthdays, all that good stuff. And then I have Christmas. Of course, we're starting over on Christmas. It's just getting 10. This is for Christmas gifts, Christmas decorations, anything I want. I might be changing this to just say holidays. I might be changing out a lot of my envelopes here soon. I think I have way too many, and I think I can consolidate some of those into one envelope. So if I do that, I will definitely do a video of that for you guys. But this is for Christmas. And then Christmas just has 10. Home maintenance is getting 50. I've been having a lot of stuff go wrong lately in my house. So it's been costing me a lot of money. So I have a feeling I'm going to need a new fridge soon, and I really need new flooring. So I really need to start saving up quite a bit for this. So we have 50, 70, 90, 110 in home maintenance. Again, only getting paid, once a month. It's hard to save up a lot in a quick amount of time. Sorry if you heard my dogs in the background. The mailman went by. Okay, and then car maintenance is getting 25. So we're doing a 20 and a 5. This is also one of them that I'm going to be changing out soon. I have a separate registration envelope. So I think I'm going to put them all in one and get rid of that envelope and just save up in here. So now car maintenance has 50, 100, 120, 140, 160, 165. But this is going to be for oil changes. If anything goes wrong with my Jeep, all that good stuff. I have that there. Then I have my month ahead envelope that I'm not stuffing. If I ever have extra money, I might put it into here. Loans comes out automatically. Again, if I ever have extra, I can start putting it into there. That's why those are there. Okay, and so that is my high priority binder. And so the last one that we're stuffing today is low priority. I do have my savings challenges, but I don't do this as often. I do this when I have like cash that I've gotten from receipt apps where you scan your receipts and they give you gift cards or things like that back. I also try and do surveys that make you money through PayPal and do different games and stuff. So when I get money from those apps, I pull that out and put it into here, which is not a lot. So it's very slow going here. I might put some of it in here when we get our tax returns back, but we'll see. Okay, so low priority. Let me scoot this over a little bit so you guys can see it. My voice is not loving me today either. Okay, so home, this is for household things like paper towel, toilet paper, cleaning supplies, anything like that. So we're adding 20. Okay, and we already have 20 in there, so we have 40. And then hair is another one that I'm probably going to be changing. I may just have one envelope labeled self-care and do like hair and for like manicures, entertainment, things like that. I haven't fully decided yet, but that's one thing I'm throwing around. So we added 15, so we have 20, 30, 40, 55. So this is for haircuts, to color my hair, hair products, all of that. Okay, and then lawn care is getting 68. So we're doing a 50, a 10, a 5, and 1, 2, 3 ones. So we have 50, 60, 65, 66, 67, 68. Okay, now this is not for like mowing or anything like that. This is the lawn care service that comes around 6 times of the year. Comes around 6 times a year to spray the yard. Why am I doing that? Okay, sorry. They come around 6 times a year to spray the yard for weeds and all that kind of stuff. And so that's for this. And then any extra will be like for landscaping or, you know, outdoor type stuff if I want it or need it. So now we have 50, 100, 10, 20, 25, 30, 31, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 136. And they did just come last week, I think it was. So I will be pulling out some of this soon. Healthcare, we're getting 5. This is another envelope that I might be changing, just putting dentist, eye doctor, and then regular doctor all in one. So now we have 15. That way I can add more and just use it as I need it. Okay, dentist is not getting anything this time. Oh, but I need to write how much is there. Whoops. So right now I have 35. Whoopsie. And a lot of people use these on their iPad. I like pen and paper better, but that's just my preference. Eye doctor is getting $5. Okay, so now we have 20. Because I go to the eye doctor in August and I'll have to get contacts and pay for my portion of the visit. Dine Out is not getting anything. It doesn't have anything. Entertainment is not getting anything, but it has 10. This is for like movies and things like that. And then self-care is not getting anything and doesn't have anything. Okay, and then fitness, I did just pull out the money from this. A few weeks ago, I bought my Beachbody Energize, so I pulled money from there. So we're adding the last, should be $3 here. 1, 2, 3. Okay. $3 is going there. We're not adding to registration, but registration has 5. We're not adding to wardrobe, clothes, and shoes. And we're not adding to school, but school has 1, 2, 3. This tracker's from Jordan Budgets. It's a little off because I had to pull from it, but we have $3 in there right now. Okay, and that is all for this cash stuffing. So if you enjoyed this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up. If you have any questions or you have a video that you'd like me to do, like my unstuffing video or anything like that, let me know and I will see what I can do. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you next time. Bye!